I want to share with you 4 principles that I kind of guide myself through life. 4 guiding principles, if you will. And I've came across these 4 principles, or I came up with these 4 principles one day when I took a walk, and suddenly I felt this urge of anxiety. I can't explain it, but there was some deep anxiety from within coming on the surface, and it was the words I remember specifically. The words were, "You didn't do anything in your life," right? And at that time, I've done so much. I've built a business. I've helped so many people. I've created a world-class coaching program, put people through that, have accomplishments from my past as well. But I just had this anxiety come up for me, was like, no, you haven't done anything, And usually I would run away from those kind of thoughts. It was like, I'd say just this is some BS. But I stayed with it, and I closed my eyes, and I remember breathing in, and I had these 4 things come up for me. And I had a notebook on me, and I wrote it down quickly. And since then, I'm guiding myself with these 4 principles. And what I learned that day is that anxiety that I felt was a result of not doing enough. I was doing a lot, but I wasn't doing enough. And when you're not doing enough for a while, then you will have something like that come up for you, where it will remind you that you're not doing enough. If you don't go all the way, if you're not, pushing yourself, then your body starts knowing. Your brain, the back of your mind starts realizing that, and it will remind you. Your confidence will be affected. But without further ado, let me share with you the 4 guiding principles that I guide myself through life. This is, you can call this my life philosophy, for now, up to this point. And they are this. Number 1, give your all. The first principle is give your all. In whatever you do, if you go and you do a workout. I've seen people do a workout on their phone, and whatever they're doing, reading a book and exercising. I don't know. If you are at your work, if you are, I don't know, whatever you do, go all the way. Do it all the way. Don't do it haphazardly. And, you may know the song "Push It to the Limit" from the 80s. That's a song that describes what I mean here. It's like, let's say this is a circle, which is something that's your limit. You think of this as your limit. And then we start by going to the edge of the circle. And then the closer we get, the more uncomfortable we feel. We're like, oh, I'm tired. I want to quit. I want to rest. What you want to do is in whatever you do, you want to push it to the limit. Go all the way through. Go all the way in. And then take 1 step over your limit, right? Get out of your comfort zone. So give it all. If you're doing work, make the best work you've ever done. If you're in a gym, make the best workout you've ever done. Make sure every single thing counts, every single workout, every single day. When the day's finished, you have to feel like a mop. You have to feel like you've given your all. So that's true for me. So you may find this useful as well. The second principle is try. Do not be afraid to try. I've heard these concepts like, don't be afraid of failure, don't be afraid to fail. Well, failure is something that you learn, whatever. But I found that the word try, are you willing to try? If you have an idea, a lot of times when we have an idea, we think, it's not good enough, it's not going to work. We kind of convince ourselves out of that idea. So the concept, the guiding principle is like, if you have an idea, at least try it. And I got a quote from Elon Musk that said, I really like this quote. He said, if something is important enough, even if the chances for success are slim, they're minimum, you should still try it. Now, he talks about when he started SpaceX, the company that he sends rocket rockets to space. He said when I was coming up with that, there was a very slim chance of success, but I felt it was important enough, so I did it. And then, you kind of want to open yourself up to serendipity, because you never know when can you get a lucky shot. In martial arts, for example, in UFC competitions specifically, or even in boxing, direct contact, you have this concept of a lucky shot. You don't have this in football, you don't have this in basketball, but a lucky shot is something that somebody can be losing their entire match, but then with one lucky shot, they can win the match. They can knock the guy out, right? And they can win it. Even if the guy was leading, even if the guy was better, even if the guy was faster, they can get that lucky shot in and they can win. So when you give yourself just be willing to try. When you give yourself that space you don't really need to know everything, and not everything has to make sense. If you have an idea, look, try it. See how it goes. But a lot of people are just afraid of failure, afraid of what people are going to think of them, and you kind of have to think with yourself, is me trying and failing worth more than the opinions of somebody that I maybe value, maybe I don't even care about, they don't have any effect on my life? That's really up to you. But my guiding principle is try. Go all the way in, number one, and second is try. Be willing to try. The third guiding principle is something that connects with the previous one, but it's put yourself out there. Be willing to expose yourself. Show yourself, right? If you have an idea, you have to put it out there. You have to, what I mean by exposing yourself is, put yourself in a situation where you can be rejected. So let's say there's a beautiful girl. Just yesterday I was out and I saw a beautiful girl standing, and I was like, I gotta talk to her, right? But then there's a chance of her rejecting me. There's a chance of her saying no to me, saying, I'm not interested, or even being rude. And then I may risk getting embarrassed in front of all of everybody, right? But if I truly feel like I should give it a go, I have to go there and expose myself. So I did. I walked up to her and I said, I'm really, really hoping that you like me, because if not, I would really hate if you just rejected me in front of everyone right now. And she laughed and she actually liked me. So, you got to put yourself in a situation where you are able to hear no. So the third guiding principles that I kind of guide myself is, without there, no pain, no gain, right? It really has to hurt, and you got to put yourself out there and see what's going to happen. Try and see what's going to happen. And the fourth guiding principle that kind of puts everything together is believe in yourself, right? Have faith in yourself. Have trust in yourself that you have something to offer. Your opinion does matter. Your video may help someone, right? You have something good to say. We're all, and I've seen most people are just like inundated with doubt, self-doubt. Like, well, I want to do that, but who am I to try that? Who am I to talk in front of people, to talk on camera? Who am I, right? In that moment, you got to believe in yourself. You got to say, look, you are the one who is supposed to do that. Yes, you, right? And not allow that doubt in your mind to take over. There's an African proverb I like a lot, and it's, when you conquer the enemy within, the enemy outside can do you no harm. So what I'm going to suggest to you is that all that doubt, so let's say you have an idea and you go out there and you like, I want to do it. And then you see everybody else being so much better than you. I'm going to suggest to you that is actually just a reflection of how you feel inside. It's like, what am I going to do because I don't have this and I haven't accomplished this and I don't got the car, I don't have the money, I don't have the looks, I don't have this. In that moment, you have to believe that, yes, you, with all your lacks, you have something to give, you have something to offer, you have something of value to contribute. You understand that? That's what believing in yourself really means, that you have something to give, you have something to share. So, to put it together, number one, go all the way in. If you're going to do something, put your all, give your best. Number two, try. You know, if you're not going to try, you're not going to know. If something is important enough, even if the chances for success are slim, you should still try it. Number three, expose yourself, put yourself out there. Put yourself in a situation where you are able to be rejected, ridiculed, laughed at, embarrassed, because that is the edge. That is the, you know, getting to the edge of your comfort zone. And number four is believe in yourself. Have faith in yourself. Trust that there is something about you that people would like, that you have something of value, that you can do it, right? Even if you don't believe it that much, but have just a little bit of faith so you can take that first step. There you have it. These are 4 guiding principles that I guide myself through life. I hope you found some value in it. If you did, maybe like the video, share it, subscribe, I don't know. But that's it. I will speak to you soon. Bye-bye.